teach you what's going to be the topic for today, what I want to do for all of you is, how many of you here in the room till now are learning, or rather learning a lot? Give me LAL in the chat window. कि अभी 3 दिन ही हुए हैं, मतलब 2 ही दिन हुए हैं, but you have learned a lot, rather for your own self as well. And kind of things you have experienced for self. Yes, learned a lot. So here's what what I'm going to be doing is, today the learning is going to be going on to the next level. But when you are making the notes today, here's what I want you all to do. When you're making the notes today you will also put A in front of it. Okay. So when you're making the notes, you will also put an A toward front of it. What does it mean? That immediately you put an A in front of it saying, this is the place I need to take an action. How many of you here in the room know that you're very smart? Knowledge to aise bhar bhar ke pada hai. Bhar bhar ke. We have a lot of knowledge, but the problem is we're not using that knowledge. Some of the people in this room would say, what she's teaching, I know even more than this. But the thing is, are we putting that knowledge into the doing? Because it's not the knowledge which has the power, it's the applied knowledge which has the power. When you turn that knowledge into the action is when you will see the results happening in your life. Yes, yes. Now, before we begin, let's do a little exercise. What I want you all to do is, I want every single one of you to go to the WhatsApp group. Go to the WhatsApp group and type there, come on, guys. It's time to show up for our own self. Hop in now. Go to the WhatsApp group and type in the confidence challenge group. किसी और group में नहीं जाना. I know some of the people are from charismatic. You are in many groups. Go to the confidence challenge group and type there. Come on, guys. It's time to show up. Hop in now. Come on, guys. It's time to show up. Hop in now. And all of you have already hopped in. I want you to get ready to turn on your videos. Yes, quickly. Let's see who all are sending the message. Come on, guys, it's time to show up, hop in now. Come on, guys, it's time to show up, hop in now. Asan, Karishma, Diana, Sukhjinder, Jyoti, Anita, all of you. Quickly, come on, guys, it's time to show up, hop in now. Come on, guys, it's time to show up, hop in now. Now, as we begin and as you finish writing that, take both your hands up. Both your hands up. चलो, बहुत सारा exercise करना है. कोई भी ठंडे बैठ के यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं होने वाला. हिलने गए. Come on, hello. Now take your hand. Some of you hello fine like this. जल्दी पढ़ाओ. Abundance कैसे लानी है? पैसा कैसे आएगा? ऐसे तो नहीं आएगा. ज़्यादा हिलना पड़ेगा. So come on, guys. Now what I want you to do is take your both hands up and take it to your back and pat yourself and say, I'm amazing. I'm amazing. Despite all the odds, I showed up. I had to take care of the house. I had to take care of the kids. I had to take care of the food. I had to take care of the exams of the kid. I had to take care of everything. Yet I showed up. अच्छे से शाबाशी दो. रुको मत यार, इतनी जल्दी कर. कुछ लोग खुद को शाबाशी देख के टायर्ड हो रहे हो. And then you're saying we want शाबाशी from the world. People don't see us what we see in ourselves. पहले अपने आप को तो शाबाशी दो. अच्छे से. And then take your right hand up. Take it to your heart. And say, I am awesome. I am awesome. I am awesome the way I am. I am awesome right at this moment. I am awesome right in this second. Super, awesome. Love that. Now, how many of you here in the room know or probably have realized that money is a thoda khatka हुआ relationship hai? Him K in the chat window. Let me just, translate into that English as well. That how many of you here in the room realize that somewhere with the money, the relationship is very little, it's not, thoda sa kuch to gadbad hai. How many of you here in the room have made money, but still you say today, I don't have enough money? Give me made MM in the chat window. If you made money, but you still say, I do not have money. And you literally are saying, yaar, I earned to, kamaya to tha, gaya kahan? People like me, when I was in corporate, I was working for Cisco. And when they used to send me to, to US and all, and the way I used to do was I used to land there, they used to give us some $60 to $70 of daily allowance. And the way I used to take it, right? $70 mila, $70 kharchenge. Anyone like me in the room? Whatever comes, goes. For some of us, it does not even come, it has going pehle. We have preparation well in advance where it's going to be going. Give me a smile in the chat if you know that as well is happening in your life. How many of you here in the room, no matter what you do, you have a lot of skills, you have a lot of knowledge, but account for somehow is khali. Account for somehow is empty. Give me E in the chat window. If you do know that you have a lot of knowledge, but for some reason the account is still empty. Hina says it's my birthday and your session is my birthday gift. Love you, Hina. Let's say all of us, give happy birthday to Lina. Come on, yaar, what a commitment. Birthday wali sham ko mere session pe. Thank you so much, Hina. You made my day. You literally made my day. Thank you so much for the honor and bless you. Rather today, I will bless you with a lots and lots and lots of abundance, joy, and happiness. Yes. So if all of us have been going through, the fact wherein we do a lot, we have a lot of skills, we have a lot of talent, but yet we are not able making money. It's a simple feedback to you that the relation is somewhere cut. Somewhere is going wrong, because one of the things which is there out in the world is that we have not been taught. We've been educated to become an engineer, we've been educated to earn, to become a doctor, we've been educated to become a CA, we've been educated to become whatever we want to be in life. But we are never taught that how to use the money which we earn after we have kind of, made very well in our education and our professions. How many of you agree to that as well? Like for most of us, we are not taught how to manage that money which we have been earning, whereas that's the most important skill for all of us to have, to be able to master that game. Well, I'm no one here who's going to be teaching you all how to manage the money. What I'm going to be teaching you all is what to have a new relationship with money. Now, before I share with you all how to build a new relationship with money, how many of you get uncomfortable while talking about money? Give me a smile in the chat window. Give me a smile in the chat window if you get uncomfortable while talking about money. How many of you here in the room, when someone talks about how much they are earning, or when someone talks about how much they have, or when someone talks about that, how massively they're growing, that time also you get uncomfortable and say, hard time, paisa, aisa kya hai? Give me a smile in the chat window. That when someone talks about their money, that time also you're like, kitna paisa, kitna kya ho gaya, to kya isme currency badi baat. And you get into all that chatters instead of praising them for the kind of wealth they have been creating. We find our own reason why we should not be praising them. Hello, Shruti Shiri is giving me a wink here. Shruti, aise hi chalta hai. And I feel you, and here's something which I want you all to know. Matt Ketram told this to me in 4 years back. Who's Matt Ketram? He is UK's best business coach. And he told this, that when you're going to be growing, there are 3 ways to grow. Rather, there are 3 definitions of success. Most of the people say the definition of success is only money. No. There are 3 definitions of success: to have absolute health, to have great relationships, and to have a lot of money. When you have all these 3, that's exactly when you are successful. And he also said that when you're going to be making money, at that point in time, you will have people around you who will start saying lesser about money. Arey, life mein paisa sab kuch nahi hai. How many of you have said that? Chalo, dil se, give me a smile in the chat window. Life mein paisa sab kuch nahi hai. Life mein ye bhi chahiye, aisa bhi hona chahiye, balance hona chahiye, contentment honi chahiye, aisi honi chahiye. We give all of those things. Paisa sab kuch nahi hai. With due respect to all of you guys, I'm not against that. I do believe that there has to be balance. But here's what Max said. He said, the only people who talk about that life mein paisa sab nahi hai are the ones who will sure be broke. Because successful people know the power of money. Successful people know for a fact that the wealth has to be generated. And when they see someone around them creating wealth, they become the biggest cheerleader of that person instead of finding reason why itni kya ho gayi, content hona chahiye life mein. Because the power of money is not only for yourself. You can reach a stage when you have filled your cup and now you are ready to fill the cup of others by giving it away to the needy who needs it. How many of you are with me on that? Give me WY in the chat window if you are with me. So if you are someone who's right now in a state of, baki kya bol rahe hai, what you have, itni badi car le li, ye, wo, and all of that stuff of the chatter, just ask yourself, why am I operating? Because you know what? It's a feedback to self that we want to give a response to our own personality. We want to give a response to our own self. We want to prove it to ourselves that whatever state I am, it's okay. How many of you are getting what I'm saying? How many of you are getting what I'm saying? And you will always attract or have people, and I still remember a few years back, one of my relatives told me this, Shruti, itna kya kar loge kaam karke? Life mein thoda content hone ka hai. And you know what I said? I said this was exactly what I used to tell to myself for 35 years when I was a professional. कि life में content होने के है. And I now today I understand that's a story which we are giving to ourselves to stay in our comfortable zone. That's a story we are giving to ourselves to stay in our comfortable zone, because the magic is going to be happening in your uncomfortable zone. So instead of we saying, and I'm not saying you don't have to have, you should go desperate, you should lose your emotions, you should lose yourself, but you should never lose your fire. And if someone around you comes to and tells you to reduce your fire by giving you this tana of saying, contentment hona chahiye, itna kya hai, you need to know this is the place I need to distance myself. Be the fired up soul. Absolutely, Vishal, as he say that in the chat. Super. Thank you so much for saying that. So you need to have the fire, and the moment someone comes to put water on the fire, what do? Someone comes to you and put water on the fire. Distance. You do not have to prove it to them that why you got this fire and why this is important for you. Because money is just not, it's not only about the notes and the coins. Write this down. Money is energy. Money is energy. And today I'm going to be sharing with you all, rather I'm going to be making you all do an exercise for you to know that what's your relationship with this energy. So money is an energy. It is not notes. It is not coins. Rather, it's an energy. Money is neutral. It doesn't have any of its own emotion or any of its negative energy or positive energy. It's neutral. There are neighbors who are putting water in my fire who is there 24/7. How many of you all have such people around जो पानी लेके खड़े हैं? And you're saying, I want to become bigger. You say, I want to be doing this. You say, and they're like, देखा है क्या खुद को? All of us. So what do? We manage our energy by either reducing our interaction with them or removing them from our life. We just had a diamond session, today from 2:30 to 6 o'clock, and someone asked this question: what if, Shruti, that person is my family member? How many of you have that question? That what if that person who's actually putting fire on my drive is my family member? Uske saath kya karna hai? Now, what I want you to know is the reason those family members are doing it to you, because they love you. They care for you. What they're telling you is from what they have seen you in the past. And what you are saying is what you see of yourself in future. I'm going to be repeating that again. What you are saying is what you're seeing of your version in the future. But what they are saying to you is you from the past. They're seeing your past. They're saying, "Pehle to kabhi kara nahi, abhi achaanak se aise kya ho jayenge." And then some of you would say that we have this love, a lot in our community inside. Some of the people say, "ये जो तुम session में जाते हो ना, बेवकूफ बनाते हैं लोग." Give me a smile in the chat if you've heard that also. ये लोग बेवकूफ बनाते हैं. ऐसा वैसा कुछ नहीं होता, ये सब बुक्केश है. We all go through that. And then the water keeps on coming. अरे अभी पैसे मत दे देना. अरे don't enroll for a program. ये सब बेवकूफाना है. Well, we all start with that journey, but only way for us to tell them that how driven you are is by acting on it, by not saying it to them. So what do? You either reduce your interaction with them, but if it is your loved one, all the people in charismatic community, you have a program called as Decode Your Relationship Blueprint. If you have not watched, you need to watch. My promise to you all, you're going to be a different person once you finish that program. So many powerful strategies given in there to manage the relationships around. So what you need to do is you reduce either your interaction with them, or you introduce your interaction on that topic. Everyone with me? How many of you here in the room agree कि topic पे reduction तो आपके हाथ में है? Topic पे reduction तो आपके हाथ में है. But you know what we'll say is, we'll say, my husband, my wife, my sister, my mummy, they should understand what I want. At least they should understand. Guys, one of the things which you all need to know is, good or bad, sometimes the family members are going to be the last one who will understand what you want. Why? Because they know your past. So it's very hard for them to see the future. Not that they're against you, they just are more protective towards you. How many of you are having this new story from today? They're not against you, they're just protective for you. Yes? So here's the next thing. Money is neutral. It is the people who attach negativity and positivity to it. And let me explain to you how. How many of you here in the room has positivity about towards money? Like you have a positive relationship with money. Give me P in the chat window. Like you really love money. Give me ILM in the chat window. If you love money. If you love money, you love money. You don't know whether money loves you or not, but you pakka the love money. ILM. For the ones who don't love money, say IDLM. I don't love money. I love my work, I love my people, but I don't love money. आ जाए तो ठीक है, नहीं आए तो भी मेरा काम चल रहा है. Okay, combination of you. Some of you saying I love money, few of you saying I don't love money. That's exactly the way the core foundation has to change. Because abundance is our birthright for all of us. For all of us, it's our birthright. Now, here's something which we're going to be doing is some of us are going to be attaching a very negative relationship with it. Some of us are going to be having a positive relationship. Let me just give you an example. We say that when I have this amount of money, I'll be happy. How many of you agree to it? So with a raise of hand. Okay, anyone wants to volunteer? Anyone wants to volunteer? Who wants to volunteer? No diamond members, huh? Diamond members सबसे पहले हाथ उठाते हैं. तुम्हारा भी अभी तो 4 घंटे तुम्हारा बताया मैंने. No diamond members, non-diamond members. Volunteer यार. No volunteers. Confidence, unshakable confidence challenge में बैठ के आए हो. 2 दिन कर चुके हो. पहले दिन ही सिखाया था show up, always raise hand, feel the fear, do it. और अभी भी ऐसे यार कोई और रेज कर ले, नहीं तो श्रुति पिक कर लेगी. Okay, I love that. Hina is giving both hands. Okay, so let's take Anuja. Since I see Anuja's hand as the first hand to be raised. So I'm just going to be bringing Anuja's to the spotlight. Hi, Anuja. I'm just going to be asking you to unmute.
Hello there. Hi.
Hi, Anuja. Anuja, are you part of Charismatic You or you're an explorer in the room?
I'm exploring.
Awesome. So good to have you here, Anuja. So, Anuja, tell me something. Now, what's the goal you have towards the money? Like, if I have to say, what's the intention you have per month if you want to make, the number? What's the number you would say?
So I earn in dollars actually.
Okay.
So my goal is $1 million every month, which I believe I can do it someday.
Super. And how much are you doing right now?
Not $1 billion, of course, but up to maybe 10K.
Okay, 10K. So now tell me something, Anuja. So, are there months you would be doing 10K and there will be months when you will be doing 5K or 6K, 7K, 8K, sometimes 11K. How do you feel when you make 5K?
I don't feel good, of course.
I don't feel good. And how do you feel when you make 10K?
I know my capacity of doing good, so I'm not too content with 10K as well.
How many of you are with Anuja? Give me in the chat window. Give me in the chat window. Now tell me, so what's the number you said? $1 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's assume in next month you'll make 15K. And then 20K, then 25K, then 30K, then 35K, 40K, 50K. How will you feel the day you make 50K?
Okay, I'll pat myself, but I'll still push myself a bit more.
You will feel good, but you will still go for the next level.
Yeah.
And the day you'll make $1 million?
Being a human, I am still going to run after something better than that. So for now, for the day today, current situation is 1 million. But when I reach 1 million, I'm sure I would want more than that.
Super, awesome. I must tell you, you're amazing and such a smart answer you gave. Now, how many of you are able to relate to Anuja? How many of you here in the room are making more than what you were making 10 years back? Give me in the chat window. If you are someone who's making, what you're making today is more than what you had 10 years back. For the ones who said, I'm a homemaker, you can say 20 years back. If you're 20 years back as a bacha, the condition assuming that we have people with, within the range of 40, 50 or, with the 40, within the range of 40. So how many of you agree that from 10 years back to now, you're making little more than what you're making, right? Everyone here in the room, you're making little more than what you were making from 10 years back. 10 years back, you said, I want to make more. This is less. Today, how many of you here in the room agree that even though you're making what you're making right now, you would say, this is less, I want more? Give me yes in the chat window. Give me yes in the chat window. 2 years from now, Anuja would say, you know what? I'm so happy I've made $1 million. And it's going to be like 23rd of November 2023. She said, yes, I've hit million, I hit my million, I hit my million. And 24th of November, Anuja just said, she was saying, kam hai yaar, aur karna hai. Money is neutral. It's we who add the negative and positive energy to it. Yes, thank you so much, Anuja, for volunteering. Everyone give a heart to Anuja in the chat window. So glad to have you here. Which country have you logged in from?
Right now I'm in India, but I live in New Zealand. So I'm here for a visit, and my friend suggested me about you.
How
so
sweet. Say thanks to your friend. Thank you so
glad
much
to
for
meet
being
you
here.
guys. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. So here's something which I want you all to know. Now, is it okay if I go little vulnerable, थोड़े number share कर लूँ? हाँ, इसी room में रखोगे ना? Give me a smile in the chat window. बाहर जाके नहीं बोलोगे रुक जाओ number. So usually I don't do it in open sessions at all, but you guys have been here for 3 days. I want to share with you all the possibility of the money and how we change our relationship and how we, as much as we have, we will still keep on saying that, next. Now, some of the people will start with 25,000 rupees and 50,000 rupees and 1 lakh rupees. And some of us are saying, you know what, Shruti? The day I'll make 2 lakh rupees per month, I'm going to be very happy. But life is going to be jinga lala. Give me double smile in the chat window. What is your number? It could be 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 10 lakh, 1 crore or 2 crore. You will be saying, my life is going to be jinga lala. I also used to say the same. The day I used to earn 25,000 rupees. हे भगवान 1 लाख कर दो एक महीने का बस उसके बाद कुछ नहीं चाहिए जब 1 लाख हुआ हे भगवान 1.5 लाख कर दो बस उससे ज्यादा कुछ नहीं चाहिए जब 2 लाख हुआ हे भगवान 3 लाख कर दो बस उससे ज्यादा नहीं चाहिए 4 lakh हुआ हे 4 अरे next level. And yesterday I was having this session with my coach and we were having this discussion where one of us was saying, you know what, this month was little lesser, we only made 25 lakh. And then we were laughing. This is the only reason we would say, this month was little lesser. We just only made 25 lakh in a month. How many of you would say, are they crazy or what? Are they crazy or what? Give me C in the chat window if that's what you would say. 25 lakh a month. And saying, this month was lesser, only 25 lakh a month. And I want you to know, I've heard this statement even from the one who's made 90 lakh per month. That's a bulb on for you. Give me BO in the chat window. BO in the chat window. So it doesn't matter how much you earn. What matters is how your energy will always be an energy of lack, wherein whatever amount you earn, you still say, or chahiye. You might feel the happiness for one day, but the next day you will say, next number. So know it for a fact that the way you attract abundance in your life is of always saying, what I have, I'm grateful for. What I have, I'm super duper grateful for. Because that's when you're attracting, you're making a relationship with your energy and a relationship with the money that this is amazing. And anything you say you are amazing stays. How many of you know that? Do you, any one of you have any friend around you जिसको तुमने गाली निकाली वो रहा आपके साथ? They will leave. Similarly with money, if you will keep on cribbing and crying, I don't have money, I don't have money, I don't have money, money will say, okay, तुम्हारे पास तो जितना तुम फिर भी कहते हो, I don't have money. How many of you when we stop saying this word, I don't have money? How many of you ready to say that? I do not have money is one of the worst language you can say to yourself energetically. Now, here's the third thing. No one has less, no one has more. Some of the time we say that if I have more, someone else will have less. Yeah, Tasmia says, I say every time I'm rich and I'm abundant. I'm rich and I'm abundant. I'm rich and I'm abundant. So some of the people would say that, when I will have more, they will have less. How many of you here in the room have problem in asking for money? Give me in the chat window, be like, oh God, the coaches and the trainers and the entrepreneurs, you are sitting here with a lot of knowledge, lot of skills, but your knowledge money may convert you because you feel selling is below my level. Asking for money is below my level. Anyone here in the room? Asking for money is below my level. Some of you are sending some laughter in the chat window. My spouse says And I agree. Whatever way it has to come. What to do when you are dead broke to the bone, Shruti? Just curious, difficult to align to the co-energy. Absolutely, Vishal. Thank you so much for saying that. That what do you do that when you are, when you're absolutely in total lack, because that time you're really sucked into the energies. Vishal, one of the beautiful things which you have done is coming to this room. Because when we have to do, when we are, see, I always say this, that all these rituals have to be part of your life all along. Some of us, what we do is we go through this ritual when we are in low. And when we are in low, anyways, those rituals are not doing anything. But when you are in your neutral and you're doing those rituals, when you go low, it helps you to come back. How many of you are understanding what I'm saying? And that's the reason the ritual has to be a daily routine. When I always say affirmations, these have to be a daily routine. So for Vishak, for you to know, to give you an answer, how many of you here in the room know it for a fact that I went through crores of debts few years back, and that has been the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing today. Charismatic you members in the room. Just 2 hours back, I shared all my numbers with my diamond members. 2018, where I was, 2019, how I had to sell off the things which I had at my home to kind of run the home. And Vishak, here's something which I want you to know is, in life, when you get small thappad now, everyone knows thappad, like this, we're like, dekhenge. Life was always giving those small thappads, but we were ignoring those little chataks. Now, one time life gave a tough one. And then you wake up and say, oh my God, what did I do? Now, it could be you going through a broke, becoming a broke, or you losing everything which you had. I've been there. And that's the moment for us to realize that it's a feedback to me to become bigger than who I am today. I've not been brought down for me to sulk and drown. The reason I'm being brought down is for me to find the bigger version of myself, which I will not believe ever existed. Today, I say, back then when I was in crores of debt for all the wrong decisions which we made as a family, I cried and cried. I was like, why? I don't know the lack of money. I've been always born and brought up in a family of Lal Batti Kar. My father was a commissioner in Punjab, which was a big thing, at least in north of India, had all the abundance, every single thing. But when I went through this, I was like, why me? I don't like this lack of money. Anyone here in the room? Anyone here in the room? Anyone here in the room? When you get this why me? And exactly that particular moment, that was why me. Today, thank you me. Because your struggle of today is going to be your strength for tomorrow. Every single time you're getting a slap, every single time you're failing in your life, the higher universe is giving you the feedback that you are made bigger for this. Stop playing this damn small game. And honestly, between you guys and me, किसी को बताना नहीं है, honest secret, some of you guys already know. The day I made my first crore, I was literally counting the number of zeros. Some of you say, Shruti, तुम तो software engineer थी, तुमने pass कैसे करी और engineer कैसे बनी? कैसे बनी पता नहीं, but I never saw that 1 crore in the account. How many of you want to have that kind of a problem in your life? Give me in the chat window and give me a longer me. That you all have, you don't have to count the number of zero. And I bless every single one of you with a problem like this, that you're literally counting the number of zero, कि ये 10,000 है, कि 1 लाख है, कि 10 लाख है, कि ये करोड़ हो गया है. And then you say, hey, भगवान ये तो हो गया है, सच्ची में हो गया है. Bless you, bless you, bless you. For the ones who are sitting like this, हम तो मीनी लिखेंगे. This is how the energy is also flowing. Come on, guys. Itna important question पूछा, उस पे तो मैं लिख दूँ. Super. Thank you so much. So it's an energetic game. So what do you do for yourself is, for now, I know it's going to be harder, but you would say is either this or something better is on my way. Either this or something better is coming my way. Either this or something better is coming my way. If this is not working, it's a feedback to me. All the people who are finding it hard to sell, who are finding it hard to ask for money, it's a core conditioning that you feel that when I take money from someone, it is lesser for them. It becomes lesser for them. Instead, what you need to tell yourself is that they are not paying that money to you. They're not paying that money to you. Every single time you pay money to someone else or someone pays money to you, it's an energy exchange. This is very important. It's an energy exchange between you and their desire. If that's a bulb on for you, give me BO in the chat window. When someone pays, it's energy exchange between them and their desire. When you went to Leela and you paid 5,000 rupees for probably a lunch, it was an energy exchange between you and to have a great experience in dining at Leela. Similarly, when someone comes to you or you go to someone else, you would say it's an energy exchange. Now, the moment, so tomorrow, how many of you have already registered for tomorrow's session? How many of you have already registered for tomorrow's session? If you have not registered, I'm just going to be stopping the chat and I want every single one of you to register for tomorrow's session. I'm just going to be giving in here. So tomorrow we are not meeting for 30 minutes. Tomorrow it's going to be a 2-hour session. And I promise to you all, you will be blown away. If you guys feel 15 minutes, 30 minutes mein value milta, come tomorrow. I'll show you what true value is. So click on this particular link, register. Because only when you register, you'll get your joining link in your email. It can come to your spam, it can come to your promotion, but it's going to be coming to you. So check your spam promotion newsletter, but come tomorrow from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'm going to be sharing and unfolding the complete game plan for the next 1 year. How many of you want that game plan? The complete game plan. And what I'm also going to be doing is tomorrow, for the first time in the history of Charismatic You. Once everyone registers, just tell me if you have registered. I'm just going to be waiting for every one of you to register. Just go ahead and register. Click on it, just give your details. Quick 10 seconds. Done. Super. I'm just going to be turning on the chat again. Just give me done if you're done, if you've registered, or just give me R in the chat if you've registered. Now, here's something, when many of the time people tell me, you know what, I really want to do this. I really want to do this. I really want to do this, but I don't have the money. How many of you have gone through this? That you truly say for things in your life, I truly want this, I truly want this, I truly want to do this, but I don't have money. It's not an indication that you do not have money. It's an indication that the exchange which you want to make between yourself and your desire is not strong enough. How many of you are understanding here? So the first formula for all of you to internalize for self is never say I don't have money. Instead, change the vocabulary. Say that right now, I do not have that kind of a skin in the game towards my own desire. Because I always say this, and this is something which we have experienced in our diamond so many times. The women who took up the diamond membership when they were in that lowest low and they found it very hard to make a decision, the kind of transformation they will see is going to be very different. Because for them, it's the skin in the game because it's such a hard decision to make. How many of you are with me in this, in the room? How many of you are with me in this? And I'm going to be a walking example of it. 2018, when I entered in the room of success, 950 people in the room. 65 of us decided to continue the journey by paying some, total investment of some 6.5 lakh. I found it so hard to make the decision, and my friend paid for me. And I still remember from those 65 people, the kind of skin I brought in the game was only because it was a very hard decision. Because when you take the hard decision, the life begins to get easy for you. But if you continue taking easy decisions, the life continues to become harder for you. How many of you here in the room know? Weight loss? Keep on making easy decisions. Chalo, aaj bhi pizza kha lete hain, aaj bhi pakode kha lete hain, aaj bhi kha lete hain. You keep on choosing the easy and the life continues becoming the hard. So when you choose the hard, you will see how it turns out to be becoming easy for you. So when it's an exchange, just don't say that it's an exchange. Say it's a desire which they're fitting for themselves. It's exchange against the desire. Now I'm going to be giving you some of the questions. Let's see what is your energy at this point in time with respect to the money. How many of you here wants to know what's your energy with respect to the money? Give me BIO in the chat window if you're ready to understand what's your energy with respect to the money. BIO is bring it on, bring it on. Okay. So the way I'm going to be doing is everyone have their pen and paper. Sab log jo khana bhi kha rahe na, pen and paper pakad lo saath mein. Because you're going to be doing this exercise. In the end, I will not be able to, tell you what's the count you have. So I'm going to be giving you a few of the questions. And for every single question, you need to ask yourself, what do I feel? How do I feel? Okay, everyone clear? I'm going to be giving you some 10 to 11 statements. And every single statement, you will write 1. You will write, if you feel lack, you will write L. If you feel abundance, you will write E. Clear? Clear, clear, clear. So the first one, today, at this moment, when you talk about money, do you feel a lack? or do you feel abundance? Put one L or one A. If you feel like, you're talking about money and you feel that crunch in your heart that I don't have enough, or maybe, they have more. I don't know when I'm going to be making it. I don't know when I'll have it. I have the knowledge, but I'm still not making. Then give yourself an L. If the moment you talk about money and you say, you know what, watch me. I might not have enough, or might be some of you already have enough, then you put as A, or you would say, I'll have it. It's just a matter of time. The second one is when you think about money, morning, evening, din mein, wo lena hai, ye karna hai. When you think about money, do you think lack or you feel abundant? I have a lot of it. I can create it. This is what I have. This is what is for me. So 1, 2, L or A. And please be honest with your own self. ये कोई एग्जाम नहीं है, कोई पेपर नहीं जो पास करना है. It's only a report card to our own self that where do we stand right now. Everyone with me? The third, because for some of us, the intelligent people, our ego will come on the way. How many of you know what I'm talking? How many of you know what I'm talking? The super intelligent people in the room. And as I mentioned on the day one, for some of us, not to generalize it, with the engineers and the professionals and the doctors in the room, for some of us, our intelligence only cost us our own growth. हम लोग इतने permutation combination में फंस जाते हैं कि we kind of always start using double the brain in before answering. Repeat second question. When you think about the money, when you think about the morning, evening, afternoon, when you think about, maybe when you think about you to own a car or own a home or have a bigger, a corporate, job, or probably an entrepreneur's journey or your revenues, what comes to your mind? Lack or abundance? L or A? What about we feel in between? Sometimes A, sometimes L. Now this is a question of an intelligent person. This is the question of an intelligent person. The intelligence has come in the way. But Shruti, kabhi kabar aise, kabhi kabar aise. Dominantly, you will know the feeling around it. How many of you know here? Dominantly, you will know the feeling that which is the dominant, but your mind will not allow your heart to talk. I'm going to be repeating that again. For many of us, our head does not allow our heart to talk. And for some of us, our heart is totally caged. Totally caged. The bilkul aise cage ho gaya that we have stopped listening to it because we are always operating from our head. Right or happy. Yesterday, remember, we talked about right or happy. Now, here's the thing. The next one. Feeling depends on the amount. When you think about the feeling depends on the amount right now when you think of it. What state you are into dominantly in 24 hours. The next one is when you receive money. How many of you here in the room, when you receive money, you feel abundant, but some of us, when you receive money, you will say, no, don't give it to me. So if you're someone, when you receive money, you will say, yes, I deserve this money. Give yourself an A. The moment you receive your money, you will say, nahi. Anyone out here who can feel that time also will say, your parents will give you the money, and you'll say, nahi, kyun, nahi, rakho, nahi chahiye. Give me a smile in the chat window. Huh? I'm a North Indian, daughter of a Punjabi mom. Every single time my Punjabi mom meets me, paise le lo. And few years back, like, nahi, mummy, nahi chahiye, nahi, mummy, nahi chahiye, nahi, mummy, nahi chahiye. Today, lao, mummy, de do. I'm a massive, massive receiver. I'm a massive, massive giver, but I'm also a massive, massive receiver because someone is giving, they're giving with love. Humko kyun wapis karna hai love? Punjabis in the room will get it. Huh? I think it would be true for many people in India for that matter. When parents give, it's the same situation. When others give, I'm like, they do. Okay. So give yourself a L if you're like, nahi, main apna banaungi, apna. I'm an independent woman. I'm an independent man. Some of you are like really laughing a lot. Now, next one is, how do you feel when you spend it? L or A? Are you someone, the moment you spend it, you're like, hey, Bhagwan, aaj to bahut hi kharcha kar diya. The moment you want, I want to take up a program, you take up the program, and after 24 hours, लेना चाहिए था कि नहीं लेना चाहिए था, लेना चाहिए था कि नहीं लेना चाहिए था. Give yourself an L. But if you're someone who says, once you have taken the program, and after that you're like, finally I made the investment, yeah, I'm so proud of you myself, then give yourself an A. Give yourself an A. Okay, so the next one is, so we are till four questions done, right? Everyone has the AL. Everyone have it. Now we are coming to the fifth one. The fifth one is, when you ask for it, how do you feel? Lack or abundant? When you ask for it, do you feel small? Who am I to ask? Why will I ask? Huh? I'm not someone who's only asking for money. It should naturally come to me. So when you ask for money, do you feel lack or abundance? For the people who feel lack, I can tell you selling is very hard for you at this point in time. If you agree to it, give me A in the chat window. Again, intelligent people in the room, depends on whom we are asking. 100 में से ले लो, 100 लोगों को पूछना है dominantly what's the question, what's the answer. Even if you're feeling, when I say ask, you should be comfortable in asking anyone. Doesn't matter, you need it, so you're asking it now. When do we ask for money? When we need it, we ask. Doesn't matter from whom we are asking. How many of you here in the room say, ki, haan, here's a place where we are. Many of you saying abundant, some of you saying L. Now the next one is, what are your ethics around money? Lack or A? What are your ethics around money? When you see someone making a lot of money, what's the conversation which goes in your head? Do you become their biggest cheerleader, or do you start finding reasons that कुछ तो गड़बड़ कर रखा होगा जो इतने पैसे कमाए? And honestly, this is something which I was sharing with my diamond members just an hour back. The first time I was attending a session of my coach, and I was on my mobile doing a walk in my apartment, and I saw my coach sharing the number 10 lakh rupees per month. The moment I saw that number, I took a screenshot like, कुछ तो घपला है. Give me a smile in the chat window if you are like me also. Maybe not now, but at least few years back. कुछ तो दाल में गड़बड़ है. 10 lakh per month, कुछ तो चेपागिरी होने वाली है यहाँ पे. Right? And you see, कुछ तो. And I said the same thing. कुछ तो है. And then, slowly and steadily, you start to become a bigger version of who you are. And that's what happened to me also in the last 4 years, because I was very different from who I was 4 years back. Kuch to. Now I know the moment I say I'm making 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 in a month, people will be all saying, kuch to gapla hai jo bol rahe. Give me a smile in the chat window. But what I truly want you all to know is that every single one of you in the room are going to be having that same gapla in your life also. How many of you would love to have it? Give me in the chat window that you also want to say the statement, I made 10 lakh rupees per month, and you have people in the room saying, kuch to gapla hai. Bless you all with this room wherein people come and say, but the first thing is you start making that people start feeling ki aisa kya chal raha hai, because that's something which can be the reality of every one of you in this room. There's an abundance out there. The question is, are you moving towards it, or are you sitting in your head? I'm going to be repeating that again. There is abundance out there. The only question is, are you sitting in your own head, or are you moving? Because when I saw that 10 lakh in 2018 with someone showing to me, I was like, kuch to ghapla hai. And then when I made my 1 lakh, first 1 lakh, I was like, हाँ ये तो चलता है यार. And then second lakh, हाँ ये तो चलता है. Third lakh, हाँ ये तो चलता है. And धीरे of all the practices which I did to change my relationship with money, I realized it is not just the skills. It's just not the knowledge. It is also how do I look at money. So look at what's your ethics around money? Are you cutting corners? Are you cutting corners? Are you finding ways कि मैं कैसे पैसे बचा लूं? Or are you someone who says, let it be, right? Someone deserves it, I need to give it to it. And on this note, how many of you here do ladai with sabji wala bhaiya? Bhaiya, हरी मिर्च तो free में देनी है. चलो यार, smile दो chat में. हरी मिर्च, coriander, or maybe it's a very north thing. When you have bought the vegetables, साथ में हरी मिर्च तो free में देनी है. Some of you are smiling but not giving a smile in the chat window, only smiling. हाँ है तो है, थोड़ा तो लेना है ना. इतना सारा सामान लिया तो हरी मिर्च तो बनती है, कोरिएंडर तो लेना ही है. Write this down. Never negotiate with the people under you. Never negotiate with the people under you. To the people who you can give, please give. Again, the same concept. Energy is a flow. Only sabji buying online, yeah, for all the one big basket. Madhu is saying, after joining charismatic, you have stopped it. Energy is a flow. If you're going to be keeping the stuck flow for that 5 rupees ki hari mirch, imagine you're saying 5 rupees ki hari mirch bachani hai, but then you're writing in the morning and writing the goal 5 lakh rupees per month. Godji, 5 lakh rupees per month. You're feeling at energy level. How many of you are learning here? Give me L in the chat if you're learning here. Every morning you write, I want to make 2 lakh rupees per month. I want to make 1 lakh rupees per month. People like you say, I want to make 1 crore rupees per month. भैया 5 रुपए की हरी मिर्च तो दो ना. भैया आज 2 रुपए का कोरिएंडर नहीं दिया. भैया मूली 1 रुपया महंगा क्यों कर दिया? बेचारी मनी भी सोच रही है, अभी क्या चल रहा है. सुबह तो 5 लाख की बात हो रही थी, अब 5 रुपए की बात हो रही है. I want you all to know you bring this one change in your life. How many of you are ready to bring this one change? Never negotiate with people under you. You need to give them 100 rupees. You tell them take 150 rupees. मेरे को थोड़ा blessing दे देना 50 रुपए की. Every single time you go to a mall, if there is a guard standing in the sun, give them 10 rupees little extra. Be ready to give. Be ready to give their tips, because those 100 rupees is nothing for you. For them, it could be a life. How many of you are understanding this as well? For them, it means a lot. A lot. You focus on your 5 lakh, not on that 5 rupees or those 100 rupees. Now, the next one is, what is your energy toward those who have it? A or L? What is your energy to those you have? Awesome, Malika says, I give them extra. A or L? Are you abundant when you're giving them, the energy around those who have the money? What is your energy towards the people who have the money? And the 8th one is, what is your energy? Extremely important. This is the last one, the 8th one. What's your energy towards the people who charge money? What's your energy towards the people who charge money? Are you someone, when someone charges for money, you say, wow, yaar, she truly, values her work? Or are you someone who's saying, dekha, mujhe to pata tha paise mangenge? Give me a smile in the chat window if this conversation goes on. There's one thing which Sanjana, she's our diamond member. Sanjana, are you here? Where's Sanjana? Is she here? Show me the raise of hands if she joined, and I don't know if she's still here. She gave me one of the best testimony I have ever heard. Ever. This is one of the best testimony I have ever heard. She told me the other day, you know what, Shruti, I used to attend your diamond showcase session, wherein I opened the doors to the diamond. And she used to say, I used to attend your diamond showcase session, and I used to get a lot of learning. And I used to have all that learning. But then after 1 hour, I knew you're about to sell that. Come to my diamond membership. And the moment you used to start to sell, I used to, how many of you know that cross button on the Zoom? Show me the raise of hands. You know the cross button. अच्छा अभी तो कुछ सेल कर रहे ना, चलो क्रॉस करेंगे, अभी ये सेल कर रहे हैं, क्रॉस करें. She said, I pressed that cross button first time. I pressed that cross button second time. Third time, I said, let me just listen to her. What is she saying? And she listened. On that day, she had to make a decision to go along with her daughter to Canada or make an investment. Very hard decision. She finally made the investment and she became the diamond member. A month later, she attracted 10 lakh rupees in her life from her corporate career. Not knowing how, no plans for it. The only change which happened within her in that 1 month was the change of the energy and the human who she was. And when she told me, Shruti, I used to always finally, the moment one day I heard it and I took it up, I feel that was the best thing which I did to my own self. Because she changed the wiring that sales is service. Everyone write this down. Sales is service. It's a value exchange between me and my desire. I'm not paying money to my coach. I'm paying money for my upliftment. I'm paying money for my growth. This is for me. Because when you make this particular conversation with your own self, you will find very different when you have to make an investment for self. Today, I don't think what coach is going to be doing. The moment I make, like right now when I'm talking to you, this year itself, I've invested 28 lakh rupees on my own self. Why? Because I know that for me to go to the next level, I need to go to the next set of places. I cannot achieve the same goals by being the same person. How many of you know that? How many of you know that? So I want every single one of you to be aware that if you're going to be relying on your own self, you continue creating the same results. You need to be different, you to start attracting different results in your life. So stop telling yourself, मैं खुद से कर लूंगी या मुझ खुद से कर लूंगा. If you're saying मैं खुद से कर लूंगी, मैं खुद से कर लूंगा, just watch yourself for the last 2 years and ask yourself, how much growth have you seen? And if the growth is 5x, please खुद से करो. I'm just saying, if the growth is 5x, please खुद से करो, which means you have it in you. But if you are someone who's seeing that from the last so many months, from the last so many years, your health is probably the same place, your career is at the same place, your finances are at the same place, your relationships are at the same place and have worsened, just know it for a fact, khud se nahi chalne wala. How many of you are understanding what I'm saying? Give me IGI in the chat window, which is I got it. IGI. I am not going to be my own biggest obstacle. Your path will give you the report card, how faster you're growing. Check your health, your career, relationships, and your money. It's a direct feedback to you where you are. Everyone with me? Everyone with me? So money will always in your life will have two vibrations. One is your abundance and one is your lack. Now for all the 8, I want you to count the total number of L and the total number of A. Total number of L and total number of A. What's the total number of A and total number of L you have got? And share with me in the chat window the total number of L and total number of A. 5L, 3A, 7A, 4L, 4A, 4A, 3L, 1N. N तो option ही नहीं दिया था. Not applicable. A is 5, L 3, 2L, 6A, 3A, 5L. How many of you here in the room want 8 on 8? All 8 on 8. And you do agree that once you're able to bring this change, you're going to be a flood. You're going to be that magnet to whom the flood of abundance naturally happens. And that's the game of you finding for self that what's my energy at all point in time. Every single time when you are feeling that crunch in your heart towards the money, check on your energy. Am I in lack or am I in abundance? Because if you're going to be on lack, you're going to be attracting more of lack. And if you're going to be abundance, you're going to be attracting more of abundance. Everyone with me? Yes? Did you guys all learn? We all learn. Give me SL in the chat window, which is super learning. I want to know, 5 रुपए भैया से बंद कर दोगे मांगना, उसमें ही बहुत ज़्यादा transformation हो जाएगा. You will, because your communication with the money is going to be changing. Now here's what we're going to be doing, 50-50 SL. Now today what I want you all to do is, here's the game. Today what I want you all to do, first of all, the winner of yesterday. So the winner of yesterday for the day 2 of Unshakable. By the way, all of you did a fabulous job in sharing your takeaways. Today the challenge is a little different. First, let me tell you the challenge. Today the challenge is for you to share with us, what did you learn for yourself? Everyone with me? You're going to be sharing with us in the group and on the social media by tagging me and Charismatic by saying, what did you learn for yourself? You're not going to be sharing your takeaways. You will share what did you learn for yourself so that we can learn from each other. If that's clear, give me C in the chat window. What did you learn for yourself? Your takeaways. What has been your biggest bulb on moment in terms of ye change maine lana hai? Super. Now, the winner of yesterday challenge is Dipti. Dipti is right here with the video off. So congratulations to Dipti for winning the day 2 challenge. Let's see who's going to be the winner of day 3, which is today. So do make sure that you're sharing your learnings and please post on social media, Instagram story, tag me so that I also get to see you. If you do not know how to do that, Google and find out, because it has to show up on my story. If it doesn't show up, I don't get to know that whether you have posted. Yes, super. Now, how many of you here in the room are going to be turning up tomorrow? Give me I Pakka, IP, I Pakka. Give me IP. If you're surely going to be showing up tomorrow. So tomorrow, please have your lunch, not lunch. Please, of course, you will have your lunch. By the time you'll meet me, it's going to be dinner time. Please have your, take your dinner or carry your dinner along with it. Give yourself 100% of attention. You're going to be sitting in one room, log in from laptop. Log in from where? Laptop. Log in from laptop. Akele ek kamre mein hona hai from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Show up with your 100% energy. 100%. Now, what I'm going to be doing is, what I also want to do tomorrow is to please bring a picture of your family. Everyone clear? Family photo lekar aani hai. Kya lekar aana hai? Give me in the chat window. Kya lekar aana hai? I'm not sure. I'll have lunch. Dinner bhi lekar aana hai. Kya lekar aana hai? Family photo. You have to bring a family photo. So tomorrow, I'm going to be setting a foundation for every single one of you, for you to cleanse the past and create yourself and get ready for future. What I'm also going to be doing tomorrow is, I'm going to be having super surprises. I'm also going to be doing a lucky draw. Who in the room feels that I am lucky? Give me I am lucky in the chat window. Say, yeah, you think I am lucky. Tum jo marzi lucky draw nikalo, I am going to be the lucky. So for you to first win that, I love that how every one of you saying I am lucky. Some of you saying, पता नहीं, सोचते हैं. अरे कहने में क्या जाता है यार? अब तक नहीं हुए तो आज से हो जाओगे. So what you need to do is make sure that you've registered yourself, because we're going to be doing a lucky draw, which is going to be happening from this registration. Okay. So ensure that you are registering yourself to the link. We're also going to be sharing the link in the WhatsApp. In case you want any of your friends or family members to join it, feel free. Maybe tomorrow I'll be lucky. Itna soch ke intention nahi set karte. See, I always say this to my diamond members. You know what? I am making 1 crore per month, easily and effortlessly. Just the way Anuja said, I'm going to be making $1 million. Now let's assume if you're saying I'm going to be making 1 crore, even if you reach till 10, 20, 30, you're still better than where you are today. So intention set करने में कोई tax भी नहीं ले रहा, thankfully. कुछ नहीं लग रहा is just for you to start saying out that this is where I'm going to be. So tomorrow I'm going to be sharing with you all that what happens inside the community, and we have some amazing, crazy initiatives which are coming in the community. It's only for the community member, but tomorrow I'm going to be giving you all an option to make it for everyone. So for that to happen, ensure that you're registered on this link. But how many of you truly, like such mein, dil se batana, how many of you truly feel that these are the learnings which are important learnings of your life, and you truly want to have them for your life for the rest of it? Till the time you are going at, and realize the power of them. Give me P in the chat window if you truly feel that way. It's not the complete session. It could be just one line which changes the wiring of the way you are. Right. Give me P in the chat window. Did I close the chat again? Because I don't see even a single P. So there I go. I just closed it. Give me P in the chat window. If you do agree, that may not be the complete session, but one line which will change the trajectory of your life for many years to come. So tomorrow, what I'm going to be doing, guys, is I'm going to be opening the doors for me to become your coach for the rest of your life. How many of you would love to have that? Give me C in the chat window. Lifetime coach. Give me LC in the chat window. Not for 1 day, not for 2 days, not for 3 days, but coach for life. Honestly, it's the best gift we all can give to ourselves. If you want someone, who shows you what you cannot see in your own self. And I can tell you and assure you right now, from the potential you're operating, it is only 10%. I can promise you on that. I was the same 4 years back. Even till now, I would say maybe 20, 25%. So tomorrow, come with an open heart, come with an open mind. I'm going to be opening the doors to my Diamond Lifetime membership. It's going to be a one of its kind. It's going to be a lifetime association. So if you are someone who's looking for a coach for the rest of your life, who works on your courage, clarity, and how many of you want more charisma in your life? How many of you want more charisma in your personality? That wherever you walk, you're like magnet to people and opportunities. And people, you have to say, wow, iske saath rehna, iski energy jo hai na, wo to mashallah. So tomorrow is going to be a day I'm going to be giving you the complete game plan of what's happening for all my people from community, charismatic you. What I want to know is what's coming your way has never been done in the history of charismatic you, and all the initiatives which we are bringing in the year 2023. अभी डायमंड मेंबर्स को मैंने दिखाया है डायमंड मेंबर्स इन द रूम, गिव मी अ हार्ट इन द चैट एंड दे लाइक ओ माय गॉड, इतना कुछ होने वाला है, हम लोग ये सब करने वाले हैं 2023 में, and I want all of you to experience that for yourself as well. So show up tomorrow at 7 p.m. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm going to be continue sharing the link to register for you to become a lucky person tomorrow and win that super surprise and the lucky draw, which is going to be happening tomorrow from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Keep yourself available. Come with 100% energy of yours. I love those hearts in the chat window. इतने सारे, अच्छा ये सारे डायमंड मेंबर्स हैं. इनको ना एक दो हार्ट देने नहीं आते हैं. इनका दिल इतना बड़ा हो गया है कि भरपूर. That's what I was sharing yesterday. Any question you ask, they will not even listen to questions. They say, I. Me. I. Because what has happened for them is for anything comes by, I want to grow. Here in the room was that kind of a personality. I want to grow. Some of you are sitting like this. I want to grow. Like this, I want to grow. Super. So one last affirmation which I want you all to make as a part of your life is, I am rich and abundance floods towards me. Every single day, tell this to yourself. I am rich and abundance floods towards me. I am universe's favorite child. Abundance flows through me. I'm universe's favorite child. Abundance flows towards me. I'm favorite child. Abundance flows towards me. From every possible direction. Abundance flows towards me in every possible direction. Say it and keep saying it, and you will see how the magic will start to, translate in your life. Yes? So today is, go to the WhatsApp group, do share with us what were your major learnings. And I want to bless every single one of you, whatever goal you have been writing, bless you with the same, stay in touch. And we will be meeting tomorrow, 7 p.m. to raise our level. So tomorrow there's no topic. Tomorrow is going to be a complete buffet of topics, which you will learn from me to share with you. What all do we do? How do we do? And how you can raise your level to the next level and make 2023 as the best ever year of your life. Are you guys excited? If you are super excited, give me last ST in the chat window, and I'm going to be playing music for 30 seconds, and then giving the link for the registration once again, and then we'll get going. Teach you what's going to be the topic tomorrow is going to be complete buffet of topics, which you will. Let me just play the music. Okay, I need to stop.